Welcome back. Welcome back. So it has finally happened. I got a client by using the mailers. So my mailing farmers finally got somebody. Check it out, man. I wanna tell you what's really happening because I've already done a video on do the mailers really work, and I couldn't really confirm whether they did or not because I haven't really gotten anybody. So I finally got somebody, and I'm super excited, man. So check it out. These mailers, I've been sending it out. I sent it out for like almost a year. So for every 2 months, I would send 1,500 mailers out. I would pay a certain amount because I had somebody on the inside that was actually doing the mailers, and I get a really good discounted rate. So I don't want to put that number out there because it's going to be different. It's usually about 15 grand or so for what I did. But there's a front and back. So I'm here. There's a little bio about myself, and it would be my company, and it would be the individual's address. So it'd be addressed directly to the individual with their address and everything on it. And then it would have my phone number to be able to call and text. Then it would have my email. So if they wanted to go and check out my website or send me an email, they can actually do so through that. But there's a little message to them. Jennifer or so-and-so, I would like to help you achieve your dreams in a home ownership. And then there's some more blah, blah, blah on there. It's no cost, so I let them know there's no cost, no obligation, and then there's some call to action words that are in there. So those are all bolded in there. That's on one side. And then this cool little concept that I did, the concept was the time to move or upgrade is now. Another call to action situation. And I did now in the bold, but there's a fishbowl with all these people crowded in there. And then I have Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Arizona Properties, because that's where I work at. And I have that fishbowl empty, and they're going to make the move to their new home with us. That's basically what it is. So it's a cool little deal that I did. I said I help veterans and things like that. Again, my name's on there, the email, the phone numbers, stuff like that. So back to the nitty gritty. I was mailing these things out over the last 2 years. It was like off and on because I wasn't sure if I was making any progress with it. One time I actually got a friend, and that's in the other video. I had a friend that caught it. I used to work with him before, so that was pretty cool that he saw that. The other one was an older lady that it took a long time to really connect with. I got to talk to her on the phone, but I never really got to talk to her in person. Hadn't met her or anything like that. I set up a time to actually meet her at a new build, but things didn't work out and I couldn't meet her. So I missed out on that chance, but she came, and that was my one chance to actually meet her. And I kind of screwed that up with conflicting schedules with my wife and myself. So I missed it, but it didn't kill me on the deal. Even with missing that, I still contacted her every now and then. I didn't bombard her with anything. I know she was an older lady and she needed to take her time, reaching out to different homes and realtors and do her research. So I was just, the older population is really big on that, on doing the research and finding somebody that fits for them. And I'm a younger male that's going to be working for an older woman. Sometimes that doesn't feel comfortable. So if she needed to find something that made her feel a little bit more comfortable, then I would have been perfectly okay. But your boy got it. So just from that mailer, I still got it. All right. And the way I actually got the deal was, like I said, we've been communicating back and forth for like the last year and a half or so. I stopped the mailers sometime last year. I don't even know when I stopped it, but I stopped it last year. I was doing, AdWorks. I was doing this. I was doing some other site. Like I was spending all this money on these places, and the other places were getting me leads and getting me clients and, getting visits to my website. But the mailers still hadn't shown anything. But she finally called me last week. Matter of fact, on the 5th or 14th. Yeah, the 14th, correction. And says, hey, I found a place. Let's go. So I took her up there, took her up to a new build. We went to go sign the papers. Crazy story. Try to make it real short. Went to sign the papers. It's her and her daughter. and another daughter moving in, but it's only one daughter on the loan. But it didn't seem right. You know, things weren't going right. One of the daughters was a little sketchy. The one that was going on the loan was a little sketchy on signing things. She was confused, so we stopped everything there, just because we don't want to put you under distress whenever you're purchasing a home. And whenever you're a realtor, if you become a realtor, when your client is under distress, at that time you want to cease and desist. Like, you do not want to move forward with that transaction. Go outside and talk to them. Tell them, hey, we can take a break. We can take a day or two, a week, however long they need, to be able to sit back and actually let it sink in. It's a big decision. And on this home, it's such a large amount that, and any amount is really a big amount. So you want to take the time and actually educate your client on whatever they need to know and comfort them before they make the purchase. But the very next day, because we stopped everything that day on the 14th, we stopped everything. The 15th, she calls back and says, hey, I want to do it again. Are you available? You don't have to come, Darrell, but I'm ready. I told her, just give me a time and I'm there. She gave me a time, and I met her and her mother up there and her sister again. Great group of people though. But I met them all up there. We signed the deal, continued on, and she felt a lot more comfortable. She just had to sleep on it for the night. And we're looking at a deal of $343,000. So when you look at a commission on that, you're looking at almost $10,000. And of course I have my split and things like that. But with the amount that I spent on my advertising, I probably spent maybe $2,500 or so on all of my advertising. So with this deal and how much I spent and my commission, I'm gonna make maybe about $5K off of it. So I've doubled my worth with what I invested into it. So does it work? Absolutely. Is it gonna work for everybody? I don't know. It depends on your market. If you're marketing in the right market, it definitely can. But you have to market the right way. So you got to fill out who's in your market. What are you advertising? How are you advertising yourself? What is the look that you want to present? And then actually go hard with it. So if your method of advertising is going through mailers, do it. If it's going through AdWorks, do it. Social media, paying somebody to advertise for you, putting yourself on a bus, putting yourself on the newspaper. It doesn't matter what it is. Just start it. Because once you start, the progress will become evident once you actually put in the work and you stop worrying about it. I stopped worrying about these mailers because I thought it wasn't going to work. Again, it's been a year and a half, and then now somebody's finally called me ready to do a deal. But that one deal is actually going to bring more people because I didn't rush them in the deal. I seen that she was distressed and I said, let's stop. The other realtor at the new home build agreed with it. Let's just stop. This isn't right. We're not going to pity a mother and a daughter against each other. So we held off on the deal. The very next day, closed the deal. So that's a good check for both of us. But you do want to make sure you're doing your client right, because you're here for the best interest of your client. So if you're the client looking at this video, if you feel distressed, just let your realtor know. And a good realtor will actually just say, let's stop everything, just cease and desist, and we'll wait until you feel okay with moving forward. $343,000 is the base price without any upgrades and things like that. You're going to be looking at about $400,000 or so on a good side. So anything lower than that is always good, but even still, it's over $343,000 on your deal, and that's your loan, not mine. So you're obligated to pay that for 30 years. So you make sure you feel comfortable. But again, this is a good video, man. I love sharing what I do. I'm a realtor here in Arizona. You know, been doing this almost 3 years in July. So if you're looking to get into real estate, I definitely encourage you to try it out. It's something that I've enjoyed this whole time, and I want to continue enjoying it from here on out. So if you have any questions, just drop it down below. Also hit the like button if you made it this far, and subscribe, man. I love you guys.